And as we are right back with the final NXT before day one, before New Year's Eve, or before SmackDown New Year's Revolution, we are starting this NXT off with the former NXT North American champion, Sol Ruca. She has something to say. Which is what, though? Maxine, I don't want to, but I have to win my strap back. Also, I think we should talk about the cheap shot last week. In that tag title match. Last time I checked, you hit me first. You showed up after my loss to Chelsea for what? And you cost us tag titles. Why? For this? I gotta agree with Maxine. Definitely gotta agree with Maxine. Come on, let's hear it. Let's hear what? Some excuses? I don't want to be tag champs with you. I want a rematch for my North American title. Do you ever plan to defend it? Probably not. Too bad. I want my rematch. Oh, wow. Fine. You got your rematch. Oh, okay. Nice, quick, and easy. Definitely not at New Year's Eve, though, right? That card's already stacked. So, I'd love to know when these two are gonna do battle. As it probably won't be at New Year's Eve, unless it is. I don't know. But as we get into our first match of the night, the big badass Josh Briggs. We've been seeing a lot of Josh Briggs lately. We gotta do something. We gotta chill with Josh Briggs. But after that attack last week against he attacked Ricky Saints and he attacked why am I drawing a blank? Saquon Shugars of Dark State. After that attack last week, you know, the Dark State boys gotta stick together, even though it's been a little rocky over there. Seems like things are getting back on track a little bit. I don't know too much. We've seen a little bit of it lately, but it seems like it's getting back on track. But with that attack, well, now Briggs has to go 1-on-2 because, you know, he really has no help, seeing as, you know, what he's been doing lately. Has to go 1-on-2 with the tag team champs of Dark State, the two big men, Deion Lennox, Osiris Griffin, looking to come get some revenge for, I don't know if I call him the leader, the captain, but definitely just their brother in arms, their Dark State brethren, Saquon Shugars, as he's on a mission to somehow retain back his, regain back his NXT North American championship from Logan Paul, which he lost in the Iron Survivor match at Deadline. But now Briggs in this 1-on-2. Imagine if Briggs beats the tag champions here, 1-on-2. Imagine that. Does he automatically get a title shot? And if he does get a title shot, would it be for those tag team championships, seeing as though he beat them, and would he fight alone 1-on-2 again? Because beating them 1-on-2 the first time is just dominant. I feel like he could do it again. He should be able to, right? I don't know. But as you can see, I am in control of Dark State because we are not trying to let him beat us 1-on-2. That's insane. Even though, I mean, the little push Briggs is getting here or whatever, I guess it would be great for it, but 1-on-2 is just insane. And, you know, you got the Osiris Griffin who can kind of rival the power of Briggs a little bit. At least in real life, I don't know. Well, yeah, see, tossing them around. It's usually what we see Briggs doing to others, or we've seen him take out Dragon Lee. He's taken out, with the help of MJF, he took out Dragon Lee. He also took out Joaquin Wilde with no one's help, but after he lost to him. So, you know, I don't know. But Briggs out here trying to prove, you know, he belongs and that he's better. He's tired of being overlooked. He's tired of being, you know, undervalued, I guess. Been down here on NXT this entire time, and I don't think Briggs has ever got a chance at Johnny 1 or any title for that matter, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't remember Briggs fighting for the North American title. Definitely didn't fight for the NXT title. Definitely didn't fight for, I don't know. Briggs might. I mean, most villains are usually, you know, justified in what they're saying. They're doing all the wrong things for the right reasons. So, I mean, I guess Briggs wouldn't be any different as a heel, villain, whatever you want to call them. Dark State working together nicely here, trying to take the big man down. Game is botching hard. Osiris Griffin, though, back on the attack. And as we've seen lately, the Dark State, trying to get back on the same page. The two big men and Saquon Shugars, you've seen them lately talking about they've been trying to find someone, and there's some kind of plan in the works, so something's going on that Shugars didn't want to implode before it even got started, and someone knows too much. I'm at a cross between Cutler James and Logan Paul, but then I don't know. Who really knows? You never really know. We haven't seen Logan Paul since he won that big clothesline from Briggs, and Briggs is gonna look to steal it here. Definitely look to steal it here. We're not gonna. Oh my God. Josh Briggs has beaten both members of Dark State by himself. Yes, he deserves a fucking title shot now. Damn it. Alright. Now the general manager has something to say. Or maybe she's not general manager anymore. Maybe that's why she's here. We've been hearing a lot lately about her job. Who knows? Maybe she's losing it. Maybe she isn't. We were promised 3 new general managers, though. Since I'm hearing this, maybe my last NXT as GM, right? It's been a pleasure, not going quietly, as you see by the massive free agents I've signed, 2 of whom will be in action at New Year's Eve, okay? For tonight's main event, a shot at Johnny 1 is on the line. Shugars takes on Joe Hendry. Okay, maybe not. Who's this? Cutting her off. Saquon Shugars, the man. I mean, you said his name and he appeared, but, wrong person. But screw that main event. Screw Joe Hendry. Screw Uno. I beat Ricky last week. No rope break. A count out. I want my rematch, and I want Logan Paul. Sugar's smart, talking about that rope break. He knew Ricky was going to be on that, so that was smart. He said it wasn't a rope break, but I think it was. Leave here on a good note and do the right thing. You've tried to screw Dark State more than once, and each time we've overcome you. I've earned it. Well, your boys did just lose to one man, but whatever. Ava says, I don't think so. Seems like I'm done asking for permission. I earned my shot. I'm owed a rematch. Logan Paul, get your ass out here now. I will not act your spoiled ass twice. Damn. Sugars is pissed. Yo, NXT is your North American champion. Obviously, I'm not there. Why would I be? I'm somewhere better doing more important things with my time, right? But duty calls. Duty. So I paid this guy. What's your name, guy? Steve. Oh, okay. So I paid Steve to pre-record this message and send it to NXT for me. I'll be at New Year's Eve to defend my North American title. Whatever poor asshole wants to run with the Maverick. Poor asshole, okay? Whoever wants to run with the Maverick, be my guest. 5 of you couldn't get it done. 1 will be a piece of cake. Logan Paul is going to give your career meaning, and I'm going to make you famous. Logan talking cash. Steve says, how can you be so confident not knowing who your opponent will be? Hey, yo. Logan says, because I'm not damn good, Steve. These NXT guys don't stand a chance. Johnny 1 got lucky. Braun Breaker showed him mercy. He was not going to survive Logan Paul. Wow. Sheesh, not what I expected, but a win is a win. See you at New Year's Eve, Mr. Paul. Well, yeah, in a nutshell, Sugars kind of did. Sugars did get what he wanted. So I guess that's Sugars versus Logan Paul at New Year's Eve in the rematch for the North American title. And now that we move forward into our main event, things are just moving at 1,000 miles per hour. Ricky Saints is here. Sugars doesn't want the match. And Ricky was back there politicking about that rope break. Oh, wait, real quick. So bad news. Might have to defend against Briggs. Good news. If he can't find a partner, we don't have to. And I don't think he will find a partner. Makes sense. You're smarter than this, Dion. Wake up. We have to go. And Dion is still confused, as am I. But, alright. So it turns out Briggs might be getting that title shot, but he has to find a partner. If he can't find a partner, he's not getting that title shot. Back to Ricky Saints. He was back there politicking about that rope break from last week, and that's why Sugars came out here talking about it. Like, look, man, it wasn't a rope break, but, Saints doesn't want to hear it. So, well, I don't know. I don't know, but Saints is here now. I guess Ava awarded him the match. This might be her last night here, so maybe I'm guessing Ava just sent him out here like, you know what? She kind of told Sugars no, and then here goes Logan on the Tron. Kind of overruling that, and Ava's like, well, whatever, I guess so. Go ahead, you might as well have the match if Sugars isn't going to take it. Saints might as well have it, and he has to face this man. The man who took on Austin Theory last week in a banger. Theory actually put on a really good fight, if I do say so myself. I wasn't expecting all that from Austin Theory, especially no resiliency, etc. But, you know, whatever. Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints, winner goes on in New Year's Eve to take on Johnny 1 for the NXT World Championship. Reference that, though. Let's get into it. And it's AI versus AI. I'm letting them earn it. I told you, certain matches, you gotta let them earn it. Gotta just let them earn it. Especially when there's two people Johnny 1 has beaten already. I guess it doesn't even matter. I swear I didn't try to do this on purpose, but here we are. So, yeah. Doesn't really matter who wins the match. So let's just let the AI go nuts. Let's let them do what they do best. Let's see who's gonna win. Let's see who's gonna, you know, go all the way. Who's gonna make it to New Year's Evil. And who knows? These are two men who's fought Johnny 1 before, so you know, maybe they've learned a thing or two from the previous battles with the NXT champion. Joe Hendry fought him while he was the NXT champion and a TNA champion, I believe, during the TNA Open Challenge that Johnny 1 was doing, which he ultimately wound up losing in the ring to Kenny Omega at Bad Blood, which is also the first time we saw Brian Breaker, who we now know was Brian Breaker, attack Johnny 1. You know, it's just crazy how everything goes full circle like that. It all ties back to Uno, kinda, in a way. Well, it kinda has to, though, because, you know, that's where I started at first with Uno. So, but, you know, other than that, we're here now. Ricky Saints, Joe Hendry, in this bout to see who will become the #1 contender, you know, for the NXT Championship. Joe Hendry, NXT's newest signee, you know, one of the three, Joe Hendry, El Hijo del Vaquero, and Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the salt of the earth, MJF, have all signed with NXT, and I'm hearing now those two signings who will be at New Year's Eve will be MJF taking on El Hijo del Vaquero for the AAA Mega Championship. Both of those men are not here tonight after, you know, last week Max put Vikingo through that table with that moonsault, winded up hurting himself as well. So, you know, look for both of those men to be wearing those wounds, you know, that heinous brawl by Max, well, that heinous attack by Max, I should say, from last week. So, you know, we'll see them at New Year's Eve next week as well for the AAA Mega Championship in a one-on-one bout. But we also may have a tag team championship match at some point down the line. If Briggs can find himself a partner, he'll be taking on the Dark State after we just watched him beat both of them tonight. Insane, due to, let's just say it was a skill issue. And Soruka and Maxine will also be facing each other somewhere down the line. But the only matches we know for sure going down at New Year's Eve is the winner of this match will face the NXT World Champion at New Year's Eve. The NXT Women's Championship will also be defended. Kelani Jordan versus Brooke Monroe will also be happening. I feel like we haven't seen any build for that match, actually. Now that I think about it, Ricky Saints with the spear. Ricky Saints has really been working Joe Hendry low-key. Low-key been working Joe Hendry. I've been talking a lot about the lore and not paying attention to that, but Ricky might have just done it. 1, 2. Oh, Joe Hendry stays in. Okay, Ricky was putting in that work. We haven't really seen much build to that match. I don't think there's been any build at all for Kalani Jordan versus Blake Monroe, but it may not even really need build, because, you know, Blake Monroe is either going to defend her championship and it's just going to be that, or maybe Kalani, could, be the big underdog and get that upset win. You know, who knows, but there hasn't been much build, but that is on the card as well. The AAA Mega Championship will be defended. Both NXT World titles, both men and women, will be defended. So maybe we can. There's only 3 matches. Maybe we can throw some more matches in there. Maybe, I don't know yet. Joe Hendry with the comeback. Oh, excuse me. What is Joe Hendry looking to do here? Nothing as Ricky Saints gets the reversal. And he runs into Joe. Pop-up powerbomb. It's gotta be it for Ricky Saints. He doesn't even use the iron jaw. Oh, he used resiliency though. Definitely used resiliency. I've seen that go down a little bit. Joe Hendry's ankle lock. Little break, of course. But I was gonna try to keep it simple, you know, for day one, New Year's Evil and SmackDown, New Year's Revolution, maybe like 2 or 3 matches per show. I was gonna try to keep it simple, keep it, you know, light. But I don't know. Now that we're Ricky with the suicide dive, taking out Joe Hendry, really turning the tide. Thought Joe Hendry had this match won, you know, a couple minutes ago now. Ricky Saints is back in control. I think I said it before, but I'll say it again. Because when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I wasn't really a fan of the AI versus AI thing, but since I've been doing it lately, at least in this universe mode, you know, with matches like this, and then the women's battle royal from last week, they've definitely been cooking a bit. I can't lie. They've definitely been cooking a bit, and I've definitely been like intrigued and interested. I really be watching the matches. I'm talking lore and stuff with you, so I'm not doing like all play-by-play and stuff like I usually would sometimes, but like, you know, I'm definitely paying attention to these matches. Ricky Saints goes to the top of 1, 2, Joe Hendry. I was gonna say he definitely can't let it end like that though, off a damn reversal, but these men definitely giving it all they got. They know that NXT title shot is on the line. The trip to New Year's Evil is on the line. And Ricky Saints been trying to get back to that NXT title this entire time, really. Ricky Saints with the spear off the second rope, and now he's looking to call his shot. Oh, Ricky might do it. Ricky might do it. Ricky. 1, 2. Joe Hendry is still in it. That Austin Theory must have rubbed off on Joe Hendry from last week. Joe's looking like Austin was looking last week. Oh, Ricky right back into it. This is it. He takes 2 back to back. Oh yeah, it's done. Tucks in the arm. 1, 2. I told you. 3. I told you. And Ricky Saints is going to New Year's Eve to face the NXT champion Johnny 1 for a second time, getting his second shot at the world title. The NXT, you know, world title. And Joe Hendry, let Ricky Saints know you earned that. Good luck at New Year's Eve, bro. You were the better man tonight. I hope you're the better man next year. As we have all the New Year's shows coming up next. See you next week.